Are you all posting up in Facebook? I mean, are you posting up heavy in all those groups? I mean,
I'm trying to build a group right now.
You don't have to build a group. All you got to do is join. You can build a group. That's good. But all you do is go to Facebook and all those media places and join all the large groups. You can join 100 groups in one day.
Okay.
You understand? And that'll make you a powerful person that can reach millions. You can reach millions of people in one day. And I really appreciate those people that's posting up in these exotic, deep places. Because sometimes I get on the computer and I start going deep in there at night until the sun comes up. And I see people that posted up in real deep places, odd places, real deep in the computer. Bless your soul. You got to go to the furthest limits. There's some woman in Facebook from Massachusetts talking about we all lying, we not moving those stars and all that. You know what I mean? Just want to let y'all know, you got to combat these lies out there. And Facebook been blocking me again. And I warned them, like I did before, about the weather and the things that's going to start happening in this country. And it's starting off. If y'all check out the flooding in upstate Washington, you know, and northwest over the top of California. Anybody keeping up with that?
Sure, yeah, I've been seeing it.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more problems, you understand? Until they bow again like they always have to do. I also dismissed 3 airplanes that were flying toward our property last night again and sent them into, I don't know where they're going, you know, or neither do I care. I'm getting rougher with these people. You know, they better get away from us. All right, now who have that spiritual experience they'd like to share with us? Are you here with the prayer? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here. This prayer by Amun-Rayay went by Panabab Yanun. The cooks of the be Amun-Rayay. Unabab Mumalduhu. Umaderu. Umuzeru. Ni Panan Zaman Hu Wakat. Panabab Yanun. Kalal Hamadat Ader Le Amun-Rayay. The thought of Shilil Pa Patak Wu Pa Taha. Anukia Nwapu. I trust by way of Amun-Rayay and his master teachers and his paparai and his warners for this day and time, Panabab Yanun. All praises are for Amun-Rayay, Nathar, the overseer of the heavens and the earth. I am Nuwapian.
Thank you. All right, that's first spiritual experience. Okay, that's first question.
I got a question.
I'll do my best.
Okay, my question is this. I know we talked about Mount Panabab Yanun. You know, he's called by many names, of course. But my question is, how do we know exactly who he is? You know, like at this current junction.
Well, you don't. The only way you know who he is, period, is through me, because he and I are one. I can tell you what I know, and I don't know. I'm not quite positive about everything he is, but I'll tell you for sure he's an extraterrestrial. Now that's a fact. You follow me? But I guess time will prove whether he's. I mean, if you're talking about the nature of the being, that's confusing. But what he is he's an extraterrestrial, all right?
And he did his job.
Yeah, he did his job also. Till 2000, that's right. The first half hour. But I'm not sure that he's allowing me to do mine from 2000 to 2030.
That's what confuses to the people.
That is what's confusing.
Why you say that,
You know,
Amun?
why do I say that?
Mm-hmm.
It's because he put it all in writing in an audio, video that I'm the Messiah and it's my time to rule. But he's not actually telling people like yourself straight out that Amun-Rayay is the Messiah, and you know he ought to be doing that every day until y'all get it and stop. Don't play with that point. You follow what I'm saying? Because for over 40 years, I bore witness to his calling. You understand? I 24/7, 7 days a week. I took a bullhorn and shouted to the creation that he was, you know, Panabab Yanu, that he was Malachi York, he was Melchizedek, he was Atum-Ray, he was the one. Do you understand? That was chosen. He was the man of the hour, chosen for that day and time. And I think he should be doing the same thing for me and for us.
Cool. I was thinking that too because we had a phone. I'm sorry, there was a phone interview maybe a month or so ago, and he was about trying to talk about getting out, getting paperwork together, but he never mentioned about the Messiah. Unless they took that part off in the video.
But the point is all the time he was out, all he talked about was a Messiah. You follow me? Now, I know it's possible for him to be talking about me and them niggas not letting y'all know. Yeah. That's possible, too. They do that. But I know him, and he has the ability to reach people with whatever thought he wants out there.
Can you communicate with him?
Sure.
And we can find out what's really going on.
I haven't been able to actually. I see him and we talk about different things, but for some reason, whenever I'm in his presence or he's in my presence, I can't invoke the kind of thoughts that I'm having with you right now to bring up the questions that I want to ask. You know what I mean? It haven't been happening like that. You know what I mean?
Understand.
I don't know why, but I'm focusing on it. But that happens with Bashar and a lot of extraterrestrials I come in contact with. You know, when I come out of it, I always say, now, why didn't I ask him this or why didn't I bring up that? You know what I mean?
You know what I was thinking? And I could be right, I could be wrong. It's like, if he says, you're the Messiah, right? We're going to want you, right? And it's like right now, being that worship, we with your way, with Malachi, whatever, but I'm thinking, it's like, they need to know, like I said, many are called, few are chosen, right? So they're still worshipers, you know what I'm saying? So he should continue what go to him because he's the Messiah, They shall live like we know, right? They shall know this. That's the only reaction I can think of.
What I think is this, is that the emphasis should be placed on the Most High and not on Malachi or me. And he should be working, the Most High sent me, and I have a mission. He knows that. Just like the Most High sent him, and he had a mission. You follow me?
Yeah.
And he should support me in my mission like I supported him in his mission. In the Creator's name. You follow me?
Correct, yeah.
And not just lip profession, but he should be actively. For example, he had them put up billboards all over the South about the return of the Black Messiah. And they disappeared all of a sudden, and now you can't even pull them up on the internet. Who can find one of those billboards that was all over the South with the picture of the Black Messiah up there?
I couldn't find it, Amun.
I understand, but ask yourself why. You in Georgia, they were everywhere, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could even take a walk without seeing them. So how could they just disappear? Like the tick and the tock on the clock, the devil just made them silent. It's a lot of questions you got to ask yourself.
I have one last question regarding the subject. So, if he's talking 30 years, right, to carry ourselves for the real Messiah, right?
Yeah.
And those the watchers who are not with us, they just not getting. They're not getting the message. It's like, what are y'all doing?
They don't want the message.
Yeah. So,
in his defense, I've heard him teaching about the return of the Messiah, the return of Jesus. And while he was teaching, they would respond, "You the Messiah, you the one," you know. And he said, "No, I done told you, it's not me. Look at me. I told you I'm not the Messiah. Never was, never will be. I'm not the beloved Jesus. I'm not him." So those niggas are crazy. You know what I mean? You understand that?
yeah,
I've seen examples
you know,
like the video Inky and Enlil, where he sent out a message about Amun-Rayay, the Messiah has returned, and was telling who I was when and they turned the music up real loud as soon as he started saying that. Block it out.
Amun, it's like how with the Christians, how they like fell in love with the story of Jesus. Like they're missing the whole picture
That's right.
behind his message. That's like exactly what's happening with the Sabbath.
And they did that on purpose. That's right.
Yeah.
That's part of the devil's plan. It's misdirection.
Because I've been following since 2014, and I'm like, no one's mentioning Amun. Like I didn't understand that at all. So when I came across your videos, I'm like, bro, this all makes sense. It's like they're purposely hiding that, because I'm like, there has to be a Messiah. Like,
there's got to be a Messiah.
So I'm like sitting around. I'm like, what if these guys aren't making any moves? I'm like, nothing's happening. You know?
And that's the whole point. They want to stagnate. The devil is trying to stagnate the mission. And another thing they're doing is they're fracturing us into different sections and sects. And then they're teaching they putting the lead fallen angels in a place where they can cannibalize other groups and other people.
Yeah, exactly.
And they know that divided we're weak, and together we strong. They know that.
Yep.
So it's the old adage: divide and conquer. That's it.
But you know what? Like you said, many are called and few are chosen.
That's right. Because everybody feel this. That's why it's few that's chosen. Because that's right. And if you go to the Holy Tablets, chapter 16, or tablet 13, chapter 16. What is it? Chapter 16, tablet 13, verses 248 through 252. Ilium El, the Most High will say, I sent to you Ahmed as an apostle, reciting the purified pages, the holy tablets. Well, the thing is, there's a timeline there, because the holy tablets didn't come out till 1997. So apparently, that's in line with the year 2000. I am the one sent. And he tells you also in chapter 18, that they, the Anunnaki, relieve all the burdens that's around me, way down heavy on my back. And that I was supposed to work hard to successfully complete the duties of my mission, and then prepare to return to my Rab, Amun. You understand? In fact, the Most High tells you in the Holy Tablets in chapter 6 that he and I are one. When you look deep into the light of the Most High, the three Mims are there. Aphid in birth, Muhammad in prophecy, and Mahmud in the end. So not only was I sent by the Most High, but he's telling you that I am the Most High. So this is a great infraction, and it's rebellion. Now, I don't know whether we should be judging the nature of Yanun or these fallen angels, or all of them. But I know this, the reason why they were cast out of heaven is because they rebelled against the Most High. And I don't think that they've changed that sentiment. They're still rebelling against the authority of the Most High.
Yep.
That's right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Yanun not disagreeable at first?
Yes, he was. When he was Murdoch, he told you that in the Holy Tablets he was disagreeable. And then it's just the Be'elat taught him right knowledge, and he converted to right knowledge, If you read the book by Zechariah Sitchin, The Lost Book of Enki, it'll be in there, all the people that he raped and killed and all the things he did, where they sentenced him to life in penitentiary in the upper chambers of the pyramid. It was one woman, one goddess that was trying to track him down and kill him with arrows for years. But he had one of his brothers broke him out of penitentiary at the top of the pyramid with a craft, laser beams, and broke him out.
Yeah, I read that, but that's one of the first books that I ever read to like really open my eyes to everything.
That's right. Yeah, but he was a hell raiser now. But you have to understand that his father is a son of Anu, but that Anu broke off and he went deep into the cosmos and he consorted with the daughter of a chief of the reptilians named Sheetar, and they were of the Shum-Gal, the disagreeable water beings, the ugly water beings, and by that he gave birth to a son named Enki, who was half Anunnaki and half reptile. And that Enki, when they came to Earth, he migrated away from Sumeria and he went to Africa. And then he, as a merman, he swam all the way to South America. And then he went back into space again and found another woman, Iggy did, that was a reptile that was more terrible than his mother, and ugly and horrible. And he made it with her. And they gave birth to a child named Murdoch. That's Malachi.
Yeah, Damn Keita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her name was Damn Keita. That's right. Damn Keita. And she was a horrible. So Malachi got a lot. He's reptile.
He has the nature.
That's the nature. Now, there are reptiles that have an agreeable nature. Every species has agreeable and disagreeable in it. And again, in his defense, I've had a lot of beings come to me that you could call them gray in their anatomy, the way they're shaped and what have you, but they're reddish brown in color. I was in New Orleans and my computer was saying, I am adamant, don't be afraid of it, this, that, and the other. And then I would turn it off and it would still keep typing that out. I would unplug it and it would still come on and keep saying, I'm going to incarnate, don't be afraid, I am adamant. And I'd unplug it and come back on. Then one night I was in my bedroom by myself downstairs. And something kept telling me to turn around. And I turned around, and right between my nightstand and the weight bench, there he was, standing up. This green, reddish brown, just like me and Malachi. That color. And he would just have these big eyes, black eyes, and he looked like he was just standing there looking at me without an expression. And I panicked, broke out the bedroom door, and I ran and started calling my mate and all the children downstairs. And when we got back in there, he was gone. But he's healed me, come to me, this being, you know, I'm trying to figure out, is that Krill Alamar Sa'at, or is that Malachi? And I say that because when he was going to court here in Millersville, I got a hold of all my sources and radio stations, and I had thousands of Nawabians come to the courthouse to show support for him. And I went up to the second floor into the courthouse, and I was the only one in the room. And instead of sitting down, it compelled me to go to the swinging gate. So I went to that swinging gate, and the back door of the court just busted open. And it was Malachi. He had a dark blue suit on like you saw in the paper. His eyes were already locked on mine, like he was making eye contact with me through the door, right? And he walked straight up to me. I don't know what Sheriff Seals and how they let him do that. But if you know what he is, you can understand it. Anyway, he walked all the way up to me, and he stood in front of me, and then he started looking up into my eyes. And he was biting on his teeth with the veins in his temple, which is, you know how somebody get real intense? He never said a word, right? But I started sweating and losing time. and there was nobody there but he and I. Then all of a sudden, I started hearing the court was full of packed with people. And he turned and went and sat down. And when I turned to sit down, there was not a chair available. The whole court was packed. Sheriff Seals, the judge, everybody was in there. So I walked over to the wall, and I didn't have a seat, so I just slid down and sat on the carpet. And my son, I just sat on the floor. And I was staring at his temple because I was trying to figure out what happened right there. And why nobody saw that or realized it was going on. The dimension shift right there. He got power now. And then when it was recess, I went to the bathroom, and the gynecologist, the doctor, he was in the bathroom in the urinal next to me, and he was saying, Ahmed, I have to go deliver a baby. These young people are disrespectful. Take my seat. I'm sitting next to Dr. Robert Kimbrough. His name was Dr. Bright, the gynecologist. So I went and had a seat next to Kimbrough, and he started asking me, because I was the empress to the Washita for the Nawabi Nation. He was asking me to talk to her so he could have the levees, removed so he could import computers from all over the world, and he and I could make millions of dollars. I couldn't even hear what he was talking about. I wasn't interested in that because I was confused about what had just happened. While he was talking, something kept telling me to turn around again. So I finally did, and there was Sheriff Seals sitting down at a desk, and he had his head turned all the way back around, looking straight at me like on The Exorcist. It was not possible to have his neck turned around that far, you understand? But his eyes were jet black holes just like Malachi's was. It wasn't just black eyes like a gray. It was black holes in Malachi's eyes and his too. It was just black holes where the eyeballs should have been, right? And I started talking like a duck. I wasn't even making sense. I was confused already. But when I saw that white policeman with them same holes in his eyes, black holes, I almost had a breakdown. You understand? But I know Malachi, when he was in penitentiary in Colorado, he used to call me 2 or 3 times a week at least. One of the times, I stopped and asked him about that time when his eyes were black holes and all that, and he just said to me, you were supposed to see that. And then he started talking real fast again about the things he wanted me to do to help him get free. And I said, yeah, but why? He said, because I'm writing another holy tablet. People in Georgia and the South are illiterate. Then he started talking fast again. And I said, what about Sheriff Seals? His eyes were jet black holes just like yours. Listen to me carefully. He said, oh, Sheriff Seals? He's sure enough a reptilian. And kept talking. I was thinking to myself, if he's a reptilian, and y'all got the exact same eyes, then I get confused, Atifet, about him, just like at the Athens ball. And there's people here that were there when he stepped up on the podium and said, after a long pause, you Nawabians are those fallen angels. Now, that's a fact. He said that. That's inescapable. But what I mean, on close inspection, what it means is this. He is the leader. He was the leader of the Nawabians when he said that. Well, if the Nawabians are fallen angels and he's their leader, then who is he, Atifet? I'm asking you, Sky.
He's the leader.
Okay, but if he's the leader of the fallen angels...
He's a fallen angel.
He's a fallen angel, yes.
He's the leader. He's Simjaza then. So if you're asking me who he is, just think about what he told you. The things he said. Wasn't that a confession? Wasn't that a confession of who he is?
And we ain't really, paying no mind. It's the sad part.
Say it again.
We ain't really paid no mind. That's the sad part. We really understand what he was saying. We so caught up in.
No, he understood. No. That's where you don't know him.
Okay,
You're wrong.
you got those there.
He always knows
Not
exactly
yet.
what he's saying.
Not
And I
yet
mean,
us, you know.
let me say this. He walked up and down that stage and stopped and looked at the people with his hands behind his back, and he walked up and down and looked at them like he was in deep, deep thought. And then he finally approached the podium, and he stared out at the crowd for a long time before he said, "You Nuwabians are those fallen angels." No, that wasn't a mistake. He said what he meant and meant what he said.
I'm hoping and I was there, and I'll bear witness to what Messiah is saying right now.
Yeah, he said it.
I'm a star rating, and I was
But I
there.
don't think
I bear witness.
Okay, wait a minute, sister. Asar, were you there too?
Yes, me and my mom both. And the comedian that he scared, his name was Norma Mitchell.
Yeah, that was the comedian, because he had a magician on before him, then he had the comedian, and then when it was time, Malachi started walking up on the stage, the comedian's time was up, Malachi walked past the comedian and told him, said, "Don't crack no jokes on me, because I'll curse you." And the comedian got so scared, he was sliding against the curtain, scared to be around Malachi when he run down. And Malachi got to walking up and down that stage real serious, stopped and stared at the crowd, and then walked and stopped and stared. Then he finally walked up and approached the podium, and he stared for a long time. Then he said real clear, "You Nuwabians are those fallen angels." And it was quiet. You could hear a rat piss on cotton. Nobody said nothing. But he said it, and you got 3 witnesses right here at least. Because a lot of people were scared to say that they was there.
I was there.
That was my question.
Sister, that's right. Now, sister, you was there too, the elder sister, Bess.
Yes. Yes.
You heard him say
I
it?
heard.
Yes.
Yes, I heard it.
I understand. So now, look, do y'all think he said that by mistake?
No.
Nah, no. Ain't no way. No.
Hell no. He said what he meant, and he meant what he said, Latifah. I love you, and I know you love him just like I do. But truth is truth. That's the saying upon the Babianu. Listen, he's a lot of things. He's a lot of things, Latifah, but confused is not one of them. But he's got me confused. That's what the problem is.
He got me too.
You see, because we all love him, Latifah. We all love him. But things like that is confusing. When you say you're the head of the fallen angels, that's confusing. Now you know, Latifah, did you used to go to Tamaray a lot, Latifah?
I went there twice.
Okay. Did you see any disagreeable niggas, Nawabians there? Did you feel any sisters and brothers that was just evil?
Yes, I did. They weren't friendly.
That's right. Okay, there was a lot of devils there on Tamaray. And everybody kept asking why you got these devils. Everybody kept asking why you got all these devils around you all the time. Darrell Brown is here. James Brown's son. And you know that there used to be demons right now. Darrell Brown, are you here? Anyway, you're right, Latifah. It was devils up there. Everybody used to ask me why you got all these devils around you. And he said, "These devils do my work. I got these devils around me because they do my work."
Right.
Said, y'all not coming up here sleeping in the barn smelling each other's toes. And I thought to myself, we sure not gonna do that. But he didn't deny being surrounded by devils or fallen angels.
Right. Nope.
Yeah.
This is best. I think he got control over those Nuwabian fallen.
And I know it too. I do. I know it. You see that? I know what you know. I know it for a fact. But it's hard to talk to people that love him like I do. Not as much as I do, but they love him too. And they just want him to be like the fairy tale, you know, like an angel, like in the movies or in the Bible. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he keep telling them, "I'm not your holy man. I'm a master teacher." He said, "If you want me to walk around in white with my head all down, humble every day," he said, "well, you do it. I done told you I'm not no holy man. I'm a master teacher."
I have a question about that, Amun.
Yes.
Why would they send him to raise up us?
Man, now you see, the thing is the next question you have to ask is this. What are you all doing down here?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. You understand?
That's it.
Because what I mean, if everybody down here is fallen angels, then there it is. You just got some fallen angels that's tired of being fallen angels and want to go back home. And those are the ones we came together for the reawakening of the elite few. You follow me?
Yeah.
This place could be full of fallen angels. And now I was sent. I wasn't cast down. I was sent by the Most High. So I am your Messiah, that's for sure. But it appears that me and the fallen angels have a disagreement, a bad disagreement. They don't even want me waking up the fallen. They don't want me waking up the fallen angels.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
I was just saying that, I wasn't there when that happened, when he said that. But, you're saying this is not, without being disrespectful to anyone in the class, you were saying there were 3 people there. Does that mean that they are also the fallen angels?
No.
I don't know.
Well, we all are fallen angels, brother.
That's right.
That's correct.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that, Bess, but that's right. But I'm going to tell you something. There's a difference. That's right. We've all fallen short of the glory of the Most High. Everybody here is fallen, but I wasn't cast down. I was sent down by the Most High. You understand the difference?
Right.
I was sent.
That's what.
So if they're at war with the Most High, they're at war with me too, because me and the Most High are one. When you see me, you see the Father. If they got a problem with the Most High, they got a problem with His Messiah. There was war in heaven. Do you understand? And I'm the one and they're at war with me.
And they at war with us because we are war with you.
That's right. Because y'all want to go back home. Because y'all want to go back home. They mad with y'all who want to go back home.
Yeah, that's why we was here. We here now.
I already know. So y'all have made your choice that you're not going to follow the fallen angels back into a deeper hell.
That's right.
So, Amun.
Yes.
So with that being said, I want to ask you, me and Carlos, you are chosen, correct? So what made us the chosen? I guess we did, but...
You did.
Like, okay.
You did. Your own personal decision. You decided y'all wouldn't with no more rape and murder and all the things the fallen angels do. No more lying and rebelling against the Most High. You're tired of, you don't want to be disagreeable no more. And you don't want what comes with it, the hell that comes with it. You want to go back to heaven and be in heaven and in peace. That's it.
Cool.
You exercise your free will to try to choose to be righteous. You had a choice in heaven. You had a choice in heaven. But Simjaza tricked y'all with deceptive speech. You read the Holy Tablets. You know they came back from one of the angels that got cast down, and all the fallen angels came back crying with their heads down, talking about so-and-so got cast down. And Simjaza was standing on a rock talking about, oh, don't cry, that's got nothing to do with you and me. That's just threats from the Paradise Sons. No matter what we do, it ain't gonna happen to us, and all this. Kept telling them, rebel with me and all that. And he finally got, a third of the angels to follow him, and they all got cast down. That was Tarnush, the father of Simjaza. You see how they on the phone right now making that noise? That's the fault. That's the fallen angels on the phone right now making noise.
Yep.
That's the devil. They're always trying to block out the reality. When people start talking about the real truth and getting down to the nitty gritty, here them black ass things come, them creatures come.
Some agents.
Mr. and Mrs.
Kim,
Ugly.
sorry. It's Kim. I'm at work, so I'm just logging in.
All right. Love you, Kim.
Love you too.
But this is a hard conversation to talk about it, T-Fit. That's what it is. It's not easy to talk about. But if you want the real truth, I'm going to give it to you. You ask me who he is, and I find it hard to say. You understand? So what I do is I pull up instances where he told you who he is. And I let him tell you. I know one time I walked in the Solomon Temple and I was late. During the ancient mystical ornamental chanting, I had my garb on, and when I opened the doors up, the sun was at my back. And he saw me, and boy, he went to grinning with the big white teeth. And he said to everybody, now here comes somebody who really knows who I am. But the problem is I didn't know who he was.
That's it. Yeah.
Because I was like you, under the spell that he was just good, and that was it.
Yep, that was me.
That's right, me too. And I just didn't want to believe that about the children or nothing else. Go ahead, brother. Somebody keep calling my name. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It just seems like it's real hard for us to accept, like, what these Anunnaki are. I mean, even on Enlil's side, his son Nanar, he the whole Antichrist coming here to eat people. Like,
I understand.
I don't get it. Like, yeah, they disagreeable, bro.
But I know it. But what you got to understand, I want you to understand this. You had fallen angels, but you also have a Gigi. You know the difference? The fallen angels were cast down to where, son?
To earth.
That's right.
Earth.
But out of the last 200 that got cast down, there's 100 of Gigi that circumambulate the planet Earth that never incarnated in the physical form. They're evil spirits. And they backed up the fallen angels and lied to the elders and the Most High on the B-room when they were called in about raping and murdering on Earth. You understand? So they became part of the fallen angels, but they didn't incarnate. So what I mean is that the Agigi are the watchers. You hear me? They are the watchers. I'm not a watcher. I'm an overseer. And I'm not just an overseer. I'm the overseer of the heavens and the earth. Yeah, but they're not overseers. Watchers are fallen angels. Look it up anywhere right now. Somebody look it up. The watchers are fallen.
I got it. I can see pictures of it.
We'll read it
It's in the
too.
Patarak.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's in the Patarak and it's in the old books. That's a fact.
And it's all over the computer. I mean, everybody know the watchers are the fallen angels. But the watchers wasn't cast down to earth to take human form. You understand that? But they're the ones that possess people and all that, the walk-ins. Now you understand,
Honestly, I knew. I was just saying, like, us as a collective, it's like it's hard for us to accept these things. It's like we've been talking
It
about
is hard to
like,
accept.
Yeah,
it is hard to accept because we were programmed with this religious lie about angels being good.
Right.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, the devil was an angel before he was cast down, and he was good.
Right.
Cool.
All the angels were good before the problem, the accident. You understand?
Cool. Facts.
Until the Most High said, and he was talking about me, I'm that guy, he said, he gathered them all together, myriads of angels, every kind of species of angel, and he told them on that day, he said, I'm about to create a man of sounding clay of black mud, fashioned into shape. When I have made complete his form and blown into his nostrils of my breath, in my ruach, my spirit, my soul, I'm going to put it in that man. then I command all of you to bow down to that man. And all of them bowed down in heaven. Even Melchizedek bowed down, and he was bowing down to me on earth. You hear me? He was bowing down at the waist to me on earth. So I know he did it in heaven.
Ooh.
But Simjaza, now I don't know, the problem with the light shifted or whatever, he refused, and they still refuse to bow down to me. That's what the problem is. You understand? The same problem it was in heaven.
Yes.
They just will not do it. Because the devil said, I'm better than he is. You created him of a black loam of sounding clay. You created me of a smokeless fire. I'm better than he is. I will not bow to it. And the Most High said, certainly I know best what I created. Meaning that, didn't you hear me say, clown? I created his body of solid clay of black mud. But then when I made complete his form, I blew into his nostrils of my breath. I'm in there. When you go to the Holy Tablets in chapter 6, he tells you that I'm the three Mims, Akhmet and Perth, Muhammad and Prophecy, and Mahmud in the end. When you go to that's in chapter 10. When you go to chapter 14, Gabriel went up because he was questioning who I am. And he asked the Most High about me. And the Most High told him to look deep into that light, the light of the Most High. And Gabriel saw somebody moving in it. He said, who is it? He said, who are you? And he said, I am who I am. I am Al-Hayyu. I'm the life giver. Look deeper into the light. Gabriel looked in and he saw three Mims. Akhmet and Birth, Muhammad and Prophecy, and Mahmud in the end. That is the life giver. That is Al-Hayyu. So whether you say I'm in the Creator or the Creator's in me, it's the same thing. Me and the Father are one. When you see me, you see the Father. Do you understand that? And when they didn't bow to me, that was the same as not bowing to him. That's what got them cast down. How do you think I'm moving universes? How do you think I'm healing AIDS thousands of miles away? How do you think that's happening?
And I'm glad you came. I'm glad he spent.
You're the overseer. I am the overseer. But I'm also the Messiah. In fact, I'll tell you what the Creator said, and people are not paying attention. He said, I was in the world, and the world knew me not. I came to my own, and my own received me not. You understand? The Creator to come to earth more than once. He came to oversee the initiations of Cain and Abel at the age of 25 in human form. I've been to earth more than once. And I told y'all I was getting ready to take a bath, and I looked in the mirror in the bathroom, and I was looking just like Anu. I am shapeshift. I'm morphing into Anu on earth, and I'm with you all, and I walk with y'all. I'm right down here with y'all. When it said there'll be a new heaven and a new earth, right?
Yeah,
you said there'll be no more crying, no more tears, no more death, no more hunger, no more pain. For the former things will have passed away, and God himself will be your God and the light of your city. God himself would be your God.
We love you.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you. But a lot of people don't love me, and they don't love what I'm doing.
That's truth. The truth.
That's
truth
right.
Is the light.
Because the devil was saying he should be number one. You know what I mean? And so he's trying to seal up the destiny. He's trying to seal up the heavens and mount the throne of the Most High. In fact, the devil said that because you cast me down, I'm going to deceive the whole world into thinking I'm going to have them worshiping me as the Most High. You think he was kidding? No, he wasn't kidding. And people worship Malachi as the Most High right now.
Truth. Truth is truth. Truth
That's hard. Is this getting clear? Is it clearing up for you a little bit hard?
Truth. Like, honestly, I was clear on it. I was saying what I was saying was we come here and we keep. It's like we. When I say we, I don't want to separate myself from we. I get it, but we hear questions about the Anunnaki every class, and it's like it's hard for y'all to understand that they are what they are.
It's not hard for me to understand.
Not you, like
hard for me to understand. No, you don't understand.
Like,
let me say it again. Let me explain this to you again, son. There are agreeable and disagreeable in every species. Every Anunnaki is not a devil. But every Anunnaki is not a good angel either. Listen, let me tell you something, Har. People are angels. You hear me, Har?
I understand.
Now, you know a lot of people, don't you? Are all the people you know agreeable or disagreeable? Which is it?
They're both
disagreeable.
They mostly disagreeable.
I know some that's agreeable. They mostly disagreeable.
Very few, though, right?
Yeah, very
so
few.
We can say it like this: many are called, but few are chosen, right?
Few are chosen.
That's right.
right.
Yeah.
Everybody got free will. Like Atifa asked, how did we get chosen? Well, you chose yourself. You exercise your free will to decide that you're not running with them niggas no more.
That's right.
You're not accepting that goddamn lie no more. You're not going to war against the one who created you and gave you life no more.
Now we know.
Come on.
You're not going to hell with the one that got the keys to life and death and heaven and hell no more.
You better open your eyes and open your heart, children. He hears it. You better hold on to the rope.
That's right.
And I'm going to get you. He always said, what I want to teach you all, you all weren't ready for it, right? But now you're giving us what he came.
That's right. That's right. And he kept telling y'all can't handle the truth, right?
Yeah. Back then we couldn't.
All right, but he said, Atifa, did he keep telling you y'all can't handle the truth?
Yep.
Right. Well, I'm giving it to you now. Can you handle it?
It's hard.
I'm holding on.
That's right. I know it's hard for y'all because it's hard for me. I love him. I'm not saying you don't, but you can't love him as much as I do. He's my direct family.
And we forget beings come through him, you know what I'm saying? He's still, Malachi, but beings come through him. Different beings.
What now? You gotta get on the phone and clear up.
Huh?
We can't hear you, sister. We
don't understand you.
But I'm saying the bigger beings
you
came
breaking
through
up,
him, right? And breaking
say it
up.
again.
Beings who come through him, right? Different beings, like for the teachers, right?
Yeah, 19 different personalities.
Yeah. But he's still a man. You know what I'm saying? He was chosen for those beings to travel through him.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. Let me explain that right quick. Malachi or Dwight York is damn sure not Melchizedek. I'll put it to you like that.
Yes, correct.
Malachi is a man. Melchizedek is an angelic. Michael is an angel. That was seated firmly in his heart to deliver light messages to the world. Do you understand?
Yes.
As far as that, Pastor Larry Darisburg, Imam Ahmed is a man.
Yep.
But I'll tell you, Anu is in me. He blew his breath into my nostrils, universe mover, and thus I became a living soul. And Malachi wasn't the only one commanded to bow down to me. You all were too. But I don't require that. I don't ask that. I don't want that. I just want y'all to just come on home and let's go back to heaven.
Let's go.
But you got to drop them goddamn lies. You got to drop that. You got to stop this reptilian rebellion.
Verse 3.
Put down them sharp tongues and stiff necks and hard hearts. Put them away.
Cool.
And this is the last chance. I hope you don't think I'm lying. Say it again.
Amun, you
What
read the
did
Mississippi.
Tamaray, right? He was.
Say it again. Wait a minute. You got to be clear. What about Tamaray? That's what I heard. Tamaray.
Okay, one day, like one summer, right? On Tamaray, correct? He was saying, if I fall and can't get back up, y'all be disappointed, because I'm a man. It's like, y'all should be trying to worship him. He said, if I fall down, don't get up, y'all can be heartbroken. And he was correct,
That's right. He did fall down, save the babies.
Yeah.
He knew that. He knew that when he said that.
That's right. He did know it.
I was there. I was there.
He know what he was saying. He knew that.
He always know what he's saying, Bess. You're right, sister. He knows what he's saying. He's not confused. We the ones confused.
But we are the ones confused, and it's so hard.
That's right.
For us to. It's so
he's
hard
not confused at all. Everything, when you look back at everything he was saying, he's telling you what's happening.
Yes.
He knows who he is, and he knows who all you people are on earth, and how y'all got here.
He knows who we are.
That's right. Listen, let's go to the Holy Tablets right now. Chapter 11. Hold on. Everybody, let's go to the Holy Tablets. Don't make excuses. Pull it up on your disc, then your packages, on your disc, or pull it up on the computer. Mute your phone. Type in Malachi, York, comma, the Holy Tablets, comma, PDF. It'll come right up. Oh, Danny.
Oh, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it.
Very good. Walter, in California, are you here?
Yep, I'm looking for it right now. 11/13/29.
Yeah, chapter 11, chapter 13, verse 29. So a lot of people don't like this, and some of them are here with us in the class. They get real quiet when this comes up. You understand?
Cool.
But they still holding out with the devil. You understand?
Cool.
They resent the truth. They don't want to accept that they're just pure rot, just pure rotten. Y'all let me know when you get to chapter 11 of the Holy Tablets. Tablet 13.
I'm there, Amun.
All right, verse 29.
Verse 29.
Canada, are you there yet?
Yeah.
In the Saltback is page 949. What page is it for you, Harry? Chapter 11, Harry. Go to tablet 13.
Amun in the PDF file is 1,000.
Page 1,000, you say, Harry.
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm here now.
Very good. Verse 29. It's important. Atifit, are you there? Atifit, I know you want. Are you following us in the tablets though?
Yes, I'm here. Page 29. And it came to pass. I'm here. I'm here, and it came to pass. And I'm here.
Okay, that's right. I love y'all. And it came to pass, when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. Now, if you look at the last pictures on the Holy Tablet, you can see there's one where the elders came down in shams. Malachi stepped on the ground, and he was surrounded by little boys and girls. Right? And it came to pass, when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the Anunnaki Elohim, that's them, the children of Anu, Elion El, the Most High, saw and lusted after them little daughters and things, and said one to another, come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. Right? My mate, one time, we went to make a book order from New Orleans. She went in the office and she kept coming back telling me, who are these little bitty girls I see in there playing jacks and pregnant? I didn't say nothing to her. I said, leave that alone. Just make the book orders, right? Mind your business. And she asked them sisters in the office, and the sisters in the office, all of them said at one time, all those Malachi babies, you got a bunch of them like that running around here. And Simjaza, who was their leader, head of the 200 fallen angelic beings that fell, said unto them, I fear you will not have to pay the penalty of a great sin. You ain't gonna get no trouble, right? And they all answered him and said, let us all swear an oath and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations, not to abandon this plan, but to do this thing. Now, everybody know Malachi know he always say, let's do the thing then. Then they all swore together and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And they were in all 200 who descended of Jared, son of Mahalalel, and Hannah on the summit of Mount Hermon. That's why Herman Munster's Frankenstein, interesting monster, they tell you that they were spiritual beings that came down through people who descended of Jared, son of Mahalalel, and Hannah on the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And these are the names of their leaders. Donald Trump is, okay, Semazus, Ramael, Daniel, Ezekiel, Berikiel, Asael, Armoros, Bardael, Anael, Zakiel, Shamsapiel, Sardael, Turel, Jumjapel, Sariel. These are the chiefs of 10, and all the others together with them took on to themselves wives, and each chose for himself one, and they began to go in unto them, and they defiled themselves with them, and they taught them charms and enchantments and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants, and they became pregnant and bare great Nephilims. You know, Nephilims are fallen angels. The giants, there were giants in the earth in those days, and they became pregnant and bare great Nephilims, whose height was 3,000 eels, who consumed all the acquisitions of men. They were stealing everything. And when men could no longer sustain them, the Nephilims rose up against them and devoured them. They started eating the people. And they began to sin against birds and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. These niggas are crazy. Then Tiamat, the planet Earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. And the reptilians, evil one, Azazel, also called Halal's best student, Tubal-Cain, taught men to make swords and knives, that's for war, right? And shields and breastplates, like Trump making wars with Argentina all over the world, right? And shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals and the art of working them, and bracelets and ornaments, and the use of antimony, trying to get them whores together, right? And the beautifying of the eyelids, that's eyeshadow, and all kinds of costly stones, that's jewelry, and all coloring shades, that's makeup. And there arose many who did not follow Anu, that's right, and they committed fornication, and they were led astray and became corrupt in all their ways. Simjasa, can you read a Tifit? 54. Oh, Danny, can you read 54?
Okay, hold on. This time, hold on. I was saying, walk up front real quick.
You see, you're not following us. You don't really want to know.
No. I had to step away for a second. I mean,
Okay.
I heard you on the phone. And you
54. I don't want people telling Amun said.
Okay,
Verse 50.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Jaza, or Simjasa, who is also called Amun.
No, not Amun. No, not Amun.
No.
Your mind wants to say Amun, but the page don't say Amun. That's right, Atum, not Amun. That's right, Simjasa, or Simjasa, who is also called Atum, taught enchantments and root cutting. Now, Atifa, didn't he teach a lot of Nawabis, all them old evil African religions, the Shango and all that, and that's yes or no?
Yes, mainly Christianity, yes.
And witchcraft? I'm not talking about mainly this or mainly that. He taught witchcraft and all that, didn't he?
Yes.
Yep, that's right.
All right. Because Katie Ray, one of the 24 elders, told me that they got a coven and the elders of the Nawapians, and they got a room, a wicker room, for the witches.
Well, I never seen that.
Well, I got a video I can send you, and it'll blow your mind if you can handle the truth. You see, but if you keep running from the truth, you'll never free yourself. Okay, 54. Simjasa, or Simjasa, who is also called Atum, not Amun. Atum taught enchantments and root cutting. Amaros taught the resolving of the enchantments. Arikiel taught astrology. Kugabel taught the constellations. Ezekiel taught the knowledge of the clouds. Archiel taught the signs of Tiamat, the planet Earth, and Simasiel taught the signs of Apsu, the sun, and Sariel taught the course of Shishki, the moon. And as Adamites perished, they cried, and their cry went up to heaven. And then Murdoch, son of Enki and Damkina, also known as Melchizedek, Takael, son of Azariel, and Maphikel, also known as Uriel or Ridwan, Raphael, son of Aquipiel, and Thikwael, and Nusku, that's Gabriel, who bore the title Gabriel, looked down from the Biru and saw much blood being shed upon the planet Earth, and all lawlessness being wrought upon the planet Earth. Now you got to understand that Michael and all these spiritual beings that was in Malachi and Melchizedek are not Malachi York. Do you understand?
Yes.
65.
Yes.
That's right. And they said one to another, the planet Earth made without inhabitant cries the voice of their crying up to the gates of the great city Nibiru in heaven. And now to you, the holy ones of the great city Nibiru, the souls of Adamites make their suit, saying, bring our cause before Anu, Elion El, the Most High. And they said to Anu, the throne of thy glory standeth until the generations of the ages, and thy name holy and glorious, blessed unto all the ages. You have made all things, and power over all things have you. And all things are naked and open in thy sight. And all things you see, and nothing can hide itself from thee. You see what the reptilian evil one of Azazel or Zuan have done, who have taught all unrighteousness on Tiamat, the planet Earth, and revealed the eternal secrets which were preserved in the Biru, which men were striving to learn. And Simjasa, to whom thou hast given authority to bear rule over his associates. In other words, he was given authority to the point where all the minds of the fallen angel are gone. The Most High, since they followed him, gave their mind to Simjasa. They don't have independent thought no more. They're not even capable of decision. He is their mind. That's right. And they, the Elohim, have gone to the daughters of upon Tiamat and planet Earth, and have slept with the women, and have defiled themselves, and revealed to them all kinds of sins. And the women have given birth to Nephilims and Giborims, and the whole planet has thereby been filled with blood and unrighteousness. And now, behold, the souls of those who have died are crying and making their suit to the gates of the great city Nibiru. And their lamentations have ascended and cannot cease because of the lawless deeds which were wrought on Tiamat, the planet Earth. And you know all things before they come to pass. And you see these things, and you suffer them, and you do not say to us, what are we to do to them in regard to these? Now this is Horus' point right here. He want to know why they're putting up with it. Then said Anu, Ilion, Ilion, El, the Most High, the Holy Great One, spake, and sent Kakael, also called Uriel, to the son of Lamech, and said to him, go to Utnapishtim, that's Noah, who is also called Noah, and tell him in my name, hide thyself, and reveal to him the end that is approaching, that the whole planet Earth will be destroyed, and a deluge is about to come upon the whole planet Earth, and will destroy all that is on it. Now, here's the Most High's response to that rebellion. He gonna kill every fallen angel asshole on the earth, except Noah and the 7 people with him that who apparently chose the right thing. And now instruct him that he may escape, and his seed may be preserved for all generations of the world. And again Anu said to Raphael, bind Azazel's hand and foot, and cast him into the bottomless pit, to Shambhala. Now, that's not 135 years in penitentiary, I don't know. And make an opening in the desert. Turn the heat off. Which is in Gobi, and cast him therein. And place upon him rough, jagged rocks, and cover him with darkness, and let him abide there forever, and cover his face that he may not see light. And on the day of the great judgment, he shall be cast into the lake of fire, and heal the planet Earth, which the disagreeable Anunnaki have corrupted, and proclaim the healing of Tiamat, the planet Earth, that they may heal the plagues, and that all the children of innocence may not perish through all the secret things that the original 24 elders of the Garden of Delight, the Watchers, have disclosed and have taught their sons. And the whole planet Earth has become corrupt through the works that were taught by Azazel, who is the Cash of Samael, who is Halal, and Satan, the evil one. To him ascribe all sin. And to Nusku, who bore the title Gabriel, said Anu, proceed against the bastards and the reprobates, and against the children of fornication, and destroy the children of the Watchers, original 24 elders from amongst me. Send them one against another, that they may destroy each other in battle. And I know that's what I knew in me, because I always say that I want to send them against one another and against themselves. For 6,000 years in length of days shall they not have. Now they had their 6,000 years, and it ended in the year 2000. So when did Malachi's mission end, everybody? What year?
Year 2000.
That was the end of the devil. That was the end of the devil's rule. And the beginning of my rule was in the year 2000 to 2030, the second half hour. His time to rule was 1970 to 2000, the first half hour. The second half hour, 2000 to 2030, is Amun-Rayay's time to rule. After the devil's fall, Malachi fell when his rule was up. Do you understand?
Yes.
89, and destroy the children of the Watchers, original 24 elders from amongst me. Send them one against the other, that they may destroy each other in battle. For 6,000 years in length of days shall they not have, and no request that they make of these shall be granted unto their Father on their behalf. For they hope to live an eternal life, and that each one of them will have lived 500 years. And Anu said to Murdoch, as Michael, go bind Tarnush, who is Simjaza, the head of the 200 fallen Anunnaki, and his associates who have united themselves with women. Malachi had them niggas with 2 and 3 women at a time. All right?
Yep.
So as to defile themselves with them in all their uncleanliness after the war in heaven. And when their sons have slain one another, and they have seen the destruction of their beloved ones, bind them fast for 70 generations in the valley of Tiamat, the planet Earth, so the day of their judgment and of their consummation. You know how you consume a relationship by having sex? Till the judgment that is forever and ever is consummated. In those days they shall be led off to the abyss of fire, to the torment and carnuggy, the prison in the underworld, in which they shall be confined forever. I don't know if 135 years qualifies for that, but as a start. And whoever shall be condemned and destroyed will from thenceforth be bound together with them to the end of all generations, and destroy all the spirits of the reprobates, and the children of the watchers, the original 24 elders, because they have wronged Adamites. Destroy all wrong from the face of Tiamat, the planet Earth, and let every evil work come to an end, and let the plan of righteousness and truth appear. It shall be planted in truth and joy forevermore, and then shall all the righteous escape, and shall live till they beget thousands of children. And all the days of their youth and their old age shall they complete in peace. And then shall the whole planet Earth be tilled in righteousness, and shall all be planted with trees and be full of blessings. And all desirable trees shall be planted on it, and they shall plant vines on it. And the vine which they plant thereon shall yield wine in abundance. And as for all the seed which is sown thereon, each measure shall bear 1,000. And each measure of olives shall yield 10 presses of oil. And cleanse thou Tiamat, the planet Earth, from all oppression, and from all unrighteousness, and from all sin, and from all who do not worship Anu, and from all the uncleanness that is wrought upon Tiamat, the planet Earth. Destroy from off the planet Earth. And all nations shall offer adoration and shall praise me, and shall worship me. And the planet Earth shall be cleansed from all defilement, and from all sin, and from all punishment, and from all torment. And I will never again send upon it generation to generation and forever. And in those days I will open the store chambers of blessings which are in the great city Nibiru, so as to send them down over the work and over the labor of the children of Enos, son of Seth and Achemia, and truth and peace shall be associated together throughout all the generations of Enos. You know, now, it went on deeper. If you all should take your own time and read the dream visions of Adolpha. But I think that just that little section right there threw some light in blind corners, right?
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Yes. Sure. Absolutely.
Now, anybody pretend like they're confused, anybody act like they're confused right now, it's just acting.
Hey, something wrong with
No,
it.
I mean-
And they're not going to bow to the truth.
No.
That's it. They made up their mind they're going to stay with the devil.
Yep. Yeah.
And they're going to go to hell with him, and I don't know why they're doing it. It's not smart.
It's not smart at all.
Pretty obvious.
That's a bad decision.
Yeah.
How you going to win against the Almighty Creator?
You can't win.
And his
No, you can't.
angels. You can't
Ain't
even
no way.
listen. This is the third and final conflict because the angels was at war. There's 2/3 of the angels maintain the ether vapors. Let me explain to you. 1/3 were cast down. So you think that 1/3 of the angels gonna kick the ass of 2/3 of the angels that maintain their power and position? You believe that?
No,
You think they can You think that the devil getting ready to overthrow the Creator, the Almighty?
No.
No.
You think he gonna overthrow, power, plume all that appointed the Most High?
Yeah, ain't no way.
No.
Well, he better go sit his ass down in the corner with a tall hat and rock and throw his goddamn watch away. And the calendar.
That's right. That's right.
And those with him and go and let us alone.
And you ain't lying.
Leave us alone, that's right.
People tired of them damn lies and wickedness.
That's right.
They don't want no more rape, no more murder, they don't want no more lies.
They don't want no more, they don't want no part of it.
They don't want it. They don't want no more killing, none of that. No more hatred.
No more blood and gore.
Nope.
They don't want the devil. Just evil with a D in front of it.
Get away from him.
Nope.
Get rid of it.
I know it. You don't want that. So I'm going to cast it all in a pit of fire.
That's it.
That's it now.
That's it.
And I hope people I love don't follow them. I got children that's following them, and I hate to see it. Because they my children, they ain't going to save them. You understand?
Cool.
They got to go. Well, OJ in Canada, are you surprised about any of this?
No, Amun, it all makes sense perfectly to me right now.
That's right. Because I don't know why the devil got to be on the ground and all this hell is up here on earth with us.
That's what
How is that? The devil up under the ground. They try to make you think he's on the ground with a red suit on and a pitchfork. And devil is white and black people.
Yep.
And the hell is right up here with us, walking with them to and fro on the earth.
Yeah.
Now, who don't know Donald Trump the devil? If they don't know that, they full of shit.
Yeah, he is.
He one of the 10, ain't he? He's one of the 10.
To the bone. To the bone.
Now, look, I had something I wanted to share with y'all. I didn't get a chance to get to it. But it's right here. 5D shifter. Will you be going to the new earth? What does that even mean? And I'll get into that next class. But right now, it's 10:25. So who's going to go outside and perform miracles with me right now? And move that full moon that's out there. It's the brother in Africa here. How about that, brother? What's that? Not Greenland, but Netherlands. Are you here? London.
It's far.
Say it again. You got undercover fallen angels. I want y'all to understand that. They be in class and they listen, but they ain't got no. They not really thinking about stopping that rebellion. You understand that?
Cool.
I'm not kidding. They're not thinking about giving up that rebellion. They might try to bend it or something, but let me put it like this: they want to be devils in heaven. You understand?
They can't be though.
Ain't no such thing.
It's an oxymoron.
They can't go there.
That's what they want. They want to be devils in heaven. They want to be rebellious in their thoughts, and they want to worship evil, but they don't want to go to hell. They want to be in heaven.
Backwards.
You can't have that.
Moon, I see a star.
Okay, all right. Raise up in the name of Amun-Rayay. You gotta tell me what you see.
It raising up, Amun.
I know it is, but I wanted her to say it. Okay, drop down in the name of Amun-Rayay.
It's dropping down.
Thank you. Now go in a circle clockwise.
Going clockwise.
Sister,
It's moving.
how's it moving?
It's moving.
How's it moving? In a circle?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you need to say that clear. I love you. Okay, now I'm gonna move it to the left, but I'm gonna make it go jagged like.
Yeah, it's moving. It's moving left, jagged.
Yeah, I never did that before. I'm just doing something new for y'all. Now move to the right, jagged.
It's moving right.
All right. You see the moon out there, sister?
No, not where I'm at.
All right. Well, look, I love you all, and I swear to God, I apologize to anybody that's upset. I understand it because I love him too. I really do. I love him more than you do, but I don't love lying, rape, murder, and people in hell and rebel against the Most High. I don't love that. We are one. Nietzsche, Amun-Rayay, Asher, the real Messiah. Peace.